Oh, a good one.
How do?
How do?
That was better.
That works.
Right, here's a question for you. So, I do read comments and that.
Yeah.
So, I talked about Benjamin Mendy, the Man City footballer, who was on all the serious rape charges.
Yeah.
4 or 5 lasses, and he's got a Cody on similar charges, and there may be further charges.
Yeah.
So all I talked about in that video, I talked about him being in Old Courts, Liverpool jail.
Yeah.
You'll know that.
I've been there, yeah.
It's going to be problematic for a footballer.
In Old Courts,
Well,
it's a very open,
It's going to be problematic for the staff in it.
Yeah. Do you know, can I tell you a story about Old Courts?
Yeah, of course you can.
I was working in the CD shop in Old Courts, okay?
What's the CD shop?
Well, so there's a shop where he was working and it was piecework, so you could earn money for breaking CDs up. So you'd separate the paper, the plastic and the CD, all in separate boxes. So there's all these DVDs and games coming in, all top of the range stuff, okay? And one day, like, I only got a job in there to get off the wing, you know what I mean, because I knew that's where all the, like, the parcels was, all the bits was. Yeah, there was a few lads in there who like they had access to the parcels, so I wanted to get in that workshop for a reason anyway. So I'm in that workshop, I'm not doing no piecework anyway, put it that way. And the delivery van, the tobacco delivery van, comes and drives over into the...
Is this for the canteen?
Yeah, the canteen truck.
Yeah.
So I back him in. Yeah, lad, in here. Beep, beep, beep. Open the thing. 1,000 ounces of drum tobacco. Yeah. 1,000 ounces of 50 gram ones and ounce ones, right? But it was all drum. So we've ended up getting it into the workshop. Dude, I know, the worstest tobacco you could have got, yeah. If it was gold in Virginia, every packet would have been worth money. Yeah. But because it was drum, it was just basically all the little scruffs on the wing would smoke it when they had no money, you know what I mean? So, but I ended up...
Would you smoke it if you got no burn?
Well, if I needed a roll up,
you would, wouldn't you? So, you know what you're saying there, don't you?
It was a bit hanging, yeah. It was like that dark, horrible... But yeah, if you needed a smoke, I guess you needed a roll up, and you needed a roll up. So I ended up getting all the lads to tear this parcel to smithereen, and they're taping it round their arms. Ounces, yeah. So it's people taping it round the waist.
So people said there's no way could you take tobacco out of part of it.
Yeah.
I'll just give you a little story and then you can carry on with yours. I didn't want to interrupt. So when I worked on B2, canteen's a big thing in prison, isn't it?
Yeah, big.
Prison canteen, it's where prisoners can order stuff, you know, if you're in a dispersal prison, they can order fresh food and the like, cook your own food. But in Strangeways, in Forest Bank, you're ordering tobacco, shower gels, coffee, juice, that sort of thing. I was with a new officer. Yeah, so we got all the canteens, prisoners' canteens laid out here. We got a table in front of the door. We're both there. And I said, so there's a queue, I said to this officer, do not give anybody a canteen without you see their ID card. Better still, let me ID them. Yeah? So I passed a big canteen, probably remand prisoner, 30 quid's worth, I don't know, in 2 bags to this young officer, who then gave him the wrong person. When I turned round, it had kicked off. Alarm bell, right in front of our eyes, in second, 2 big bags of canteen gone.
Yeah, blue rage, yeah, of course.
Yeah?
Well, I've seen...
You're very, very good. Think you are not seeing it again, are you?
No.
We had a Christmas tree on young offenders. I just remember this, we had a small Christmas tree decorated on the wing on young offenders. People have opinions whether it's taking piss anyway. We had one.
And all the decorations got
Well, I was on nights at Christmas, about 1 o'clock in the morning, lights on in this cell, everyone were, I went and had a look, they got a tree, the Christmas, and I'm like, wow.
Yeah, well, the wing toaster in it's always in one of the lads' cells, you know what I mean? There's always a toaster and
people can snipe at
sandwich maker.
They can snipe at stuff off like that, can't they?
Yeah.
Sorry, back to your tobacco.
Yeah, so we ended up with these ounces and ounces and ounces of drum, and It was actually worthless, to be honest with you, but we got it all, we split it all up between us all, and then when it was found out that it had happened, they didn't even bother searching. They didn't bother because it was split up because the CD shop, everyone was working.
Yeah, go straight away.
Yeah, they didn't bother searching, but I ended up having 2 kilo cornflakes boxes on the side. I had loads of canteen, and they had these 2 cornflake boxes filled to the brim with ounces of drum, okay? But you could smell it when you walked in the cell, you know, you just could smell the tobacco, like there was an overbearing smell of tobacco. And I've gone on the yard one day, I've gone back to my cell and it's gone, you know what I mean? The officers have swiped it, you know, they didn't say fuck.
Did you get nicked for it?
No, that's what I mean. They just said, that's out of that shop, that workshop. And then like I went, no, it wasn't, I bought it. And he come in my canteen printout for the last 12 months or whatever and went, you've never bought drum on your canteen, like the printout of everything I've ever bought. So I couldn't argue it, I just ended up letting him have it.
Right, two things I want to ask you. So, on your last sentence, tobacco had been banned then?
No, tobacco was on then, 2012,
Or was it still on?
Still there, yeah. 2012, it was still around, yeah.
They did put a ban. There's still loads of tobacco in prison, won't there?
Oh yeah, there's tons of it in
Nobody stopped smoking, have they?
No one's. A lot of people have cut down, obviously, because it's like £50 for an half
Yeah,
ounce,
because of the price.
Yeah, but I mean, even you say that it's £50 for a half ounce, but lads who've got half a brain will be smoking every day, you know what I mean? Smoking.
Yeah.
Like I was down the block once for 28 days, Sam, and I had no privileges. That was me, and I had a book. That was all I was allowed in my cell, was a book.
Yeah.
And every single day I smoked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like having people doing little bits of jibbing and jabbing for me and whatnot, and there was little people who was coming down on nickings was passing me things, you know what I mean? Like rolls of tobacco, sliding it under my door, you know, like going to the toilet out the, you know, like remember there was a nicking cell.
Yeah.
So you go on an adjudication in prison, and on the morning of your adjudication, they all stick you in a cell in the block. There's about 15 of you all packed in a block.
All smoking,
All smoking, so it's like a sardine thing, But then one of us will say, let's go toilet, and we'll run to the cell and pass someone something under, do you know what I mean? You know, send someone.
Yeah, you know, it's definitely going off. Normal searching, coming out of a workshop, coming off a wing, going or wherever.
Yeah.
You can take anything.
Oh yeah. A search in a workshop, you just touch your shoulders, like you touch your shoulder and touch your sides.
I've seen that because we used to do workshop 4 when I was on K-Wing.
Yeah.
About 120 people coming out there. Yeah. 2 of you searching.
Yeah.
If you did a proper search, it's taking you 2 hours.
Yeah. Well, put it this way, there was like 40 of us in that workshop, and 1,000 the morning it come on. I think it was a morning time we got that tobacco on. I had lads taping ounces round the waists, ounces, like packing it up, you know, all the way around the way, and not one person got pulled coming out of the workshop. So the searches was pathetic, weren't they? I mean, there was people just stuffing it in the pockets.
Well, the other thing is that people get lax, don't they?
Yeah, that was it.
You know, some people do it right, a lot of people don't. I want to ask you about something else, because it's tobacco related. When I was working down the block, segregation, we had a lad come down. Now, he was a decent lad, everyone knew him.
Yeah.
They found a lot of tobacco in his cell. We knew exactly what it were, because my SO had already asked him, and they were doing National Lottery.
Right, yeah. Oh, yeah.
One number
of a packet,
A packet that big, what is that?
It's it's an half of an ounce.
Right, so that's half. I don't know quantities,
so...
however
12.5 is a little block.
So he has got a bag with a bag of tobacco for every number, because Saturday night they were doing lottery.
Yeah.
So he was asked about it. Obviously, you're not allowed to have more than a certain amount. Do you know what that amount is? Can you have a couple of 3 ounces?
Yeah, you're not allowed.
Yeah, so he's obviously got a lot of tobacco. He was honest. The governor, you know, said, you know, you're not allowed this in your cell. What is it? Unauthorised. That's to explain. We do we do lottery ball.
Yeah.
And so obviously it all got confiscated. About 3 days later, I did a bed watch. That lad were in hospital.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even though he was a decent lad.
Yeah.
Everyone knew his cell had been spun and somebody took
that
it.
That was the risk he took, wasn't it? He was the one who wanted to hold the prizes, you know what I mean? If it all comes tits up for him, he's the one who's getting it, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Do you know what I mean?
He was in a bad way.
And it doesn't matter who you are, you know. You're getting it. If you're getting it, aren't you? And that's it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, there's been times when, like, the biggest biggest names in prison have been told, look, you need to calm down, lad, you're hotting the fucking place up, you know what I mean? If you don't calm down, you're gonna have to get dealt with, do you know what I mean? And you've got to take it on the chin, otherwise, because you don't know who's there gonna deal with you, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than being told that someone is on you for something, but you don't know who it is, because anyone, then you're paranoid, you start thinking anyone who's coming near you is going to stab you and stuff like that, do you know what I mean, Sam? So you start getting very wary of people being...
I don't even know what question I ask you now.
I don't know now.
It's all been about tobacco, but thanks for that insight.
Yeah, brilliant, mate.
Thanks for coming.
All day, mate.